Okay, this session we are going to focus on using a Reels template to create a reel from content that we already have on our phone. Okay, some of you are not familiar with where Reels templates are and how to find them, where to find them, etc., etc. Let me just let Kerry in. If you are someone who takes a lot of videos and photos on your phone, but then never really does anything with them, this is going to be for you, okay? So open up Instagram. Morning, Kerry. We're just going to have a little look through the Reels templates, and I have found one that we can use, or you are, welcome to find your own one. So when you're on Instagram and you've got this bottom menu here, that middle button there is where we can create a post. So you go to that and click on Reel. By default, it will open up your camera roll, but we just want to make sure that we are on the little tab there that says Reel. Now I'm hoping that everyone will have this option, but along the top, you've got camera, drafts, trending, and then if you swipe a bit further, there's templates there. It's hiding. You wouldn't know that it was there unless someone pointed it out, but it's like the fourth one along. There's another one that says like made for you, but I'm not quite sure what that one is. We want to look at templates today. So,
I've got another one as well. I've got ClipHub, which is a GIF thing.
oh, fancy. Okay, so they change all the time. I don't know what this one is. I don't know what that one is, Kerry, but we can come back to that. But there should be one here that says templates. If not, don't worry, there'll be other ways that you can access it. But I'm hoping everyone has got that symbol there or that icon there to be able to get to the templates library. So if you click on that, it will open up like a library of lots of different reels that other people have made that are kind of popular or like a good for other people to use as inspiration, and they've made them into templates. So where people have put multiple clips together, they've made it into a template so that we can use the same structure and we can add our clips in the same way. They will trim them so they are the right length, like the right amount of that clip. So it matches with the audio, and that saves us with some editing time. Okay. Also, some of them are kind of edited in a particular way to match with the audio or match with the sound, which is really quite tricky to do manually. It takes a long time to do. So that cuts all of that out. So I want you just to have a couple of minutes just to sort of scroll through the library and get an idea of what's here, because this stuff does change when the seasons change, when things are sort of topical or like newsworthy, these will change. So there might be a few like New Year things, January things. There'll be some fashion ones. There's always cooking ones on my one. Travel, all sorts of different things. And I just want you to just maybe spend a minute like looking at a few, clicking into a few to see, just to feel the vibe of them, because some of them you're like, oh, okay, that's like a really fashiony one. That's not going to relate to what I do, or that's got like a really heavy audio, like that doesn't suit me or my brand. So just go through and have a little look. And I love how they're really normal people. Like these are not like from fancy celebrities or anything. These are from general, like normal people's reels or average creators. So some of them are some of them are very well shot and high quality, and some of them are not. And you get a nice mix of all things in between. Some of them are just silly. Some of them are selling things, all sorts on here. There's also like a tab here for trending ones. So if you wanted to look for one that was popular right now or like specific for right now, there's like a trending section as well. So this one here, is like your recap from 2023. So that one, if you hadn't done one, you could do that one now and it would make sense. And they share a clip from every month last year. So that one is something that would be topical now, but wouldn't make sense in like 6 months' time. So it's completely up to you. I have found one that we can use for today, and I have shared it in the group. I'll share it in the chat as well. It's got this gorgeous doggy clip on it. Don't know if anyone has seen it. Did you see it? And I've written down, I kind of got into really got into it. I kind of wrote down loads of different ways that we could apply it to our business. So I'll show you the dog one if you haven't got it. I've put the link in the chat. Let me turn it up. So it says here, do you have any pictures of your dog? So the first clip is just a clip of the dog, and it says, do you have any pictures of your dog? And then the rest of the reel is all the pictures of the dog that you have. It's so cute. It's so funny. But if you're someone that takes a lot of pictures of, their kids, or you take lots of pictures of your products, or you take lots of pictures when you're out and about, you can easily apply this. Instead of having dog pictures, you could have like skincare pictures. Like, do you have any pictures of your shoes? And you have all your shoe pictures. Or do you have any pictures from your holiday? And you have all your holiday pictures. So if you wanted to use that one today, that we can totally use that one, because I found that from the Reels template library, and we can adjust just that initial hook on the front from do you have any pictures of your dog to something else that's more applicable to your business. I think it's easier if you have products, because you can literally have pictures of your products, but I have come up with some ideas if you're more service-based of how you can adapt it. So if you want to use that one for this session, you absolutely can. If you want some help coming up with an idea of what your hook could be and what your pictures could be, then let me know, because I've come up with a whole load of ideas, and I've already used one for mine, so I can show you my example if you want to.
Yes, please, Lorna.
Cool. Okay. So mine is slightly different. Where is it now? Because I was trying to be funny. So I don't know if it's going to work, but so I've got, do you have any kids? Because someone asked me last week at a networking thing if I had any kids, and I was like, yeah, 3, as a joke. And they were like, 3 kids. I was like, well, no, 2 and my husband. So I put that together of like lots of little clips that we have when we're like out and about and stuff. Not strictly business related, but I will in the caption kind of bring it back to like being a working mom, and my business helps me around family life, etc., etc., etc. If you are struggling or you want a hand with the hook, let me know. If you're more product based and you think, actually, I've probably got images, it makes sense, I can get started, feel free to get started.
Lorna, I'd love to know what's on your list, what you've written down.
So do you have any examples of what you make? And then you can have clips of the things that you make if you're like a crafter. Oh, I thought Paula would be here today, so I'd come up with one for Paula. Do you have any kitchens you've already done? Do you have anything I can use at home? Do you have any ideas for a beach holiday? That was an idea for Debs. Do you have any pictures of your kids? That's the one I was going to use. Do you have any curly hair products? Do you have any summer wedding cakes? It lends itself more to products, but what you could do if because yours is more service based, you could phrase it like, do you have any tips to get me started? Do you have any suggestions for this result? Do you have any ways I could get X result? And then you could still use pictures and images of you, but then your advice would be on the text on the screen instead of in the visual on the screen. Does that make sense? Because you don't visually have anything to like photograph. It would be like clips of you or photos of you with then your information in the text on top. Yeah. Do any of those starters help you? Yeah. Zoe, what about you? Does that help with anything that you're doing at the moment?
Well, I'm still promoting my 90-day planning. Would it be okay if I did words on like stock images that were what is in a 90-day plan, or 8 tips to get your business going this 2020 or something? Because I noticed there's 8 pictures, isn't there, that you need to.
Yeah, was it 8? Yeah.
I think so. I think it might have been 9, but I can put a picture of myself on first, can't I? And then
Yeah.
and then would that be all right? Would that be
Yeah, that would make sense. I know it's harder with service based because you don't physically have something that's visual, but you could use stock images, you could use clips of you, and then have that information as text over the top.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem. Kerry, I had one for you. Do you have anything I can use at home? Because I know that lots of yours are home-based products, unless you came up with your own one, obviously.
I'm going to go for the products.
Mhm.
What do you mean home bake, like as in what can I use at home for phonics, or?
Yeah, as in like I'm thinking that your audience is mainly parents that are using your products at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would someone say to you, do you have anything I can use at home as opposed to a resource that you use in school?
Ah, okay. Okay.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. But I'm thinking like what? Because obviously I want them to buy my products.
Yeah. But then you would have pictures of your products that people can use themselves at home.
Okay.
So not your products that you would use in school, the
Okay.
ones that are for children to use themselves at home with their parents.
Okay. Okay.
So it's almost a question that a client or someone might ask us, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Jess, how does it work for you? Because you're more service-based as well. What do you think?
Just thinking at the minute.
Have any?
The only thing I can think of is it would be like things that I use when I do face-to-face tutoring. So
Mhm.
like playing cards, Uno cards, what have I got? Those sort of things that I know people are likely to have. But the thing is what exactly do they do with them? Because not everybody would have that background of knowing how to use in a different way. That makes sense.
Yeah. Do you have any? Do you have any like free guides or free downloads or anything like that that you share with anybody?
Work in progress at the moment.
No worries. Okay, your one would have to be like super, super specific though. It'd be like, do you have any ways I could use playing cards at home? And then you'd have like lots of pictures of like playing Snap or ordering them or whatnot.
I mean, I've got posts about that on my Instagram already using playing cards,
Mhm,
and I've got the pictures of activities
mhm.
with the playing cards on my phone.
Okay.
But at the same time, it does need, I mean, it's visual, but you need to know a bit more about what the activity is about, rather than as opposed to just looking at the pictures and thinking, oh, great, I could do that, because it's not straightforward just by looking at pictures.
Yeah. Is it something you'd be able to explain in the caption underneath?
I can, but it's quite lengthy.
Okay. Okay, maybe we have to think of something different for you. Okay, maybe we have to go back to what somebody would ask you. So like if somebody was interested in tuition or interested in getting help for their child, what might they ask you? Because essentially that's what the question is.
Most of the time it's like confidence building, or they struggle in math, or they struggle with reading, or they struggle with writing, it's the struggles that they want help with.
Mhm.
And again, each of those topics is quite broad.
Yeah. We might have to change the question for you. Because really this idea starts with a question that somebody asks you, and then you show pictures or clips of you doing exactly what they've asked you or showing exactly what they've asked you. My other idea was like, do you think my child is do you think online tutoring will suit my child? And then
Mhm.
have clips of, see, I don't know whether you would have clips of you.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, because obviously safeguarding and everything, I can't
Yeah, I know.
those.
What about if you did like, what about if you showed some of the like websites and resources that you use during a lesson
Mhm.
and had a question that was like, do children really learn a lot through online tutoring?
Mhm.
You can show the range of websites, resources, all the different kind of, you could get screenshots of some of the sites that you use or the things that you share on your screen to show the variety of what they learn. They don't just watch videos or play games. So maybe something like that would be the best way to do it for you because of what you offer.
Mm.
How does that sound? What was it I said? Do
Do
children
children
learn?
really do children really learn through online tuition?
Yeah. Because I would imagine that is a question that comes up for you, like, oh, it's online. Is that really going to work for them?
It's the question as, how do you teach online? You know, that's the question. But then, it depends on who you're teaching and how you have to adapt it to that child.
Yeah.
Depends,
So
yeah,
if you do, I don't know if you do like a shared screen thing or you have like an
I do.
interactive whiteboard. I wonder if you've got some old ones saved that you could just do a screenshot of so that you can show parents that this is like, we use this whiteboard and I'm able to write on it and maybe the child is able to write on it. And this is essentially the way that it works. So you're just like showing some screenshots of that to give them that example. What do you think?
Could give it a go, but that would mean taking pictures of it on my phone, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless unless you wouldn't have those on your phone already,
No,
would
no,
you?
no.
Okay,
Okay, I'll give it a go.
here you go. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a tough one, Jess. That one doesn't really fit with the idea, but we've made it fit. We've made it fit.
Sorry, Lorna, how about if I took the same idea? I know face to face isn't exactly what I want to promote, but it is something that I still do. What if I reverted it to face and what I do when it's face to face? Because it's not always, pen to paper kind of learning. It's quite interactive, it's quite playful, it's fun.
Mhm.
I changed it up and did it that way instead, because then that would mean it'll be easier for me to capture those resources and what I use, and perhaps even write in the captions what I do with those products that I have.
Yeah. Yeah, if you prefer to do it that way, then yeah. Yeah. That would be more, it would be easier to capture visually.
It
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So, quick question then, Lorna. How
Mhm.
do you change the writing on it on the template? Do you
Okay.
do that before you do the images, or do you do it after?
I would do it after. So add all your images in first so that they fit to the sound. You've got the right clips. And then either you can physically click on the text and it will open it up and let you edit it. Or there might even be at the bottom of the screen an edit video button and you can go in that way.
Right, okay. I'll have a look.
And you should only need to sort of tweak the text because it should be on the screen as well with whatever your hook is going to be, whatever your question is going to be.
Laura, I'm going to go because I've got some pictures I'm going to go and take.
Oh, lovely. Okay, wonderful.
All right.
No
Think I've got
worries.
it.
See you later.
Speak to you soon.
I've just messed my one up. I accidentally saved it before adding all the clips, and now it's gone all. But it just seems to keep processing my videos. It doesn't seem to be adding my videos at the moment to Reels. I don't know if it's my app or what. So I'm gonna start again.
Oh,
I saved it and I'd missed out 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end, and now can't add them back in.
does it still work? As in, like, does it still match?
No. So I'm gonna start again. It's all right. See, it's doing this instead of actually playing the video. So I put a video in to start off, and it's just white.
Okay, that doesn't look right at all.
No, but it keeps doing that of any like reels I'm trying to do at the moment. That's what seems to be happening. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. If you still wanted to, okay, so that's a bit of a glitch that's going on there. That's not
Okay.
yeah, that doesn't look right at all. If you still wanted to use the same template, if you just note down the lengths of each of the clips, so the first one is like 4.2 seconds, 1.8 or whatever, 0.8,
Mhm.
you could still make it in something like CapCut. You would just have to manually edit the 8 clips down or whatever. And
Okay.
you can upload it as one clip to that audio instead.
Oh, okay. Just pay for CapCut. I don't have that.
No, you don't have to pay for CapCut. You can do it in CapCut or InShot. Have you got either of those?
What we use for doing the animation, isn't it?
Yeah. So either of
Okay.
those, yeah, don't pay for them. The free version is fine.
Okay.
You can then add in each of the clips and then you
Mm.
just shut them down, like very similar way, but you would need to match them up
Yeah.
amount. So the first one I know is 4.2, but if you note down all the lengths of all of the ones from the template, you can basically build it yourself.
Okay.
in
Which is
CapCut.
annoying because it keeps doing that.
That's very annoying because the whole point of using the template is you don't have to do that extra step.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I did a New Year's one as well, and I spent ages kept finding all the bits, and then when I went to put it together, it just did that, and I was like, oh,
yeah, that's something to do with Instagram. That's not your videos.
okay.
That's annoying though.
Might have to delete the app and put it back on there again, maybe.
Yeah, always worth a try.
Reboot it.
Awesome. How's
Quick
your
question.
Donna?
I've got the videos, well, the photographs in. I've changed the wording on the first one. I'm just debating what to change the wording on the second one to, or leave it as is.
Okay.
Because basically the first one is, do you have any pictures of gifts for cancer patients?
Mhm.
The first one, and then I've got loads of different
Take
snapshots
out
of different gifts.
Take out the word pictures. Don't need pictures. Do you have any
Yeah,
gifts for
yeah,
patients?
right.
And then the second bit, you could even put a little plug to something that you're have just launched or are about to launch. Like, yeah, here are some of our bestsellers, and we've got a new one launching this month, or something like that. You could put on
Yeah.
the text.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but something like these are our top sellers.
Yeah.
And we've got a new one launch. But you could just put these are our top sellers. But if you wanted to put another thing in, like, oh, there's a new one coming next month, you could add that in too.
Yeah. Or more products coming soon, and then it
Yeah.
lead them. Got you.
Okey-doke.
My girls have downloaded CapCut on their iPads and they're in their element. They're making all sorts of videos.
There we go. There's loads of templates within CapCut itself as well. So if you've got the footage, you can then chop it up and do all sorts of funny things with it. Oh,
I
bless them.
know. They keep coming at me all these random videos. I'm like, really?
It's strangely, I say to people it's a hobby, but like, because you can get like, you're like, oh, it looks so cool, or this looks funny, or how, you know, you get all caught up in it. Oh, bless them.
That's it.
Cool. Right. I will leave it there. Jess, do you need a hand with anything else, or you feel like you're okay? You're
I'm
okay.
all right, thank you. Yeah, I've got it.
Wonderful. Okay. I will leave you to finish off. And yeah, if you do post them, tag me in it or send it to me and whatnot, and I'll reshare it, and I'm going to share my one this week as well. But if you are ever stuck for how, you know, some ideas for reels and how to put them together in different ways, the Reels templates library is a good place to start. Even if you just think, oh, I want something that's kind of topical or a bit popular right now, but I can just, you know, recreate something fairly quickly. That's where I tend to look first. So it's a good place to go. All right. No worries, ladies. Have a good
Thank
week.
you. Bye.
Bye.